What's up YouTube? For today's video with a full Wattrel evolution team. See what I did there? What's up YouTube? Wattrel. Anyway, Super Bowser, this one's for you. We have got Wattrel and Killer Wattrel. Some interesting Pokemon. I almost thought they could have probably a middle evolution between them. So we've got Wind Power, Volt Absorb, and Competitive as the abilities. This was a very, very difficult team to do for sure because they're weak to so many different things. And I wouldn't say they're the hardest hitting Pokemon out there, but I relish the challenge and I got some quality content for you today. First battle here, I have no idea who my opponent is. We've got a random battle on the Poke Portal and we got a Palkia lead here. So this is going to be a thick Pokemon, so I'm glad I've got my Wattrel lead here with an Endeavor and Quick Attack combination. So Palkia is going to hit me with its blue tail, and I've got that Focus Sash and Endeavor combination, which is very, very good against a lot of these competitive Pokemon because you can just drop them really quick. At worst case scenario, you can put a Pokemon on 1 health, even if they do swap out or have a priority move. So that's going to be the end of the Palkia there, which is a solid start. Now, the next one to come out here is going to be Kyogre. Now, I was expecting probably Kyogre to outspeed me here, so I thought, well, I'll go for Endeavor. It doesn't really matter if I, don't get a move off, but I managed to get the Endeavor off, which is really good. So, Wattrel almost took out 2 Pokemon. That was a max speed and max attack Wattrel with Hasty Nature, and we have Quick Attack, Protect, and Brave Bird. The ability was Volt Absorb too, and Terra Ghost. That was mainly there for any, say Dragonites with extreme speed and things like that. So the next one is a Killer Wattrel as well. This is a physical set. I thought it'd be fun to try this out with Weakness Policy, and it has got Tailwind, Acrobatics, Endure, and Supercell Slam. Wind Power as the ability, so virtually you get the charge effect when Tailwind begins. And it's got max health and max attack out of nature. So relying on Tailwind there, to do some, get my speed and power up Supercell Slam. If you enjoy the videos, people, if you want to, help your boy out, hit that like button. Drop me a comment below. What do you think of Killer Wattrel and Wattrel? Do you like this Pokemon? Let me know. And of course, as always, if you like and comment, people, that allows you to see my videos on YouTube. If not, YouTube's going to hide them for me. That's how it works these days. So let me know. How's your day been going? All right, so we've got our next Pokemon here. We're taking out Urshifu, which is really good with Killer Wattrel. We got Groudon here. So Groudon's very defensive. So I thought, well, I can either go for Terra Flying Acrobatics here, which would be pretty good. Or I could just go for Acrobatics and save my Terra. I was really thinking about this for a long time. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Groudon's going to be pretty difficult to get around, and it's a nice counter towards my team too. So like this team had so many counters. We had like Rock, Ice. Yeah, there was a lot of things. Like any entry had like Stealth Rock too. Were a pain. So we're going to go for Acrobatics Terra Flying here. Temu Roaring Moon. It did pretty good damage. I was very happy with that. And Fire Blast is going to take out Killer Wattrel. So that wasn't too bad. So 2 of my Pokemon down, and I've taken, virtually you could say I've taken a half their team out, and they've taken half of mine. Even though I started with 4 Pokemon instead of 6. Next Pokemon is Wattrel number 2 here. This is also a Focus set, but it is a little bit different. It's actually based around Electro Ball and Air Slash and Tailwind. So I went for Air Slash. I did get outsped by Groudon there, unfortunately, but I've got my Focus Sash. I was really hoping that I could take Groudon out, or something didn't miss here. And Air Slash is going to land and take out the Groudon, which is very, very good. That was max special attack and max speed, Naive Nature, Wind Power as the ability too. Next Pokemon is going to be Koraidon. So Koraidon obviously is easily going to outspeed me here. This is a very, very competitive team. Like these Pokemon will sweat. So here comes the Flare Blitz, and there goes the Wattrel. But I've got 1 more Pokemon left, people. Can I stay in this battle? Can I get that W? You got to keep watching to find out. Koraidon's going to take that thumping 1 damage and recall. We got Killer Wattrel here. It's a special set. So this was Terra Water, Terra Blast, and I had Thunder. I had no options but to go for Hurricane in the sun, which I knew was dicey already. Koraidon's going to go for a Sword Dance here, so that's definitely going to fate me in the next turn if I don't land an attack here. I've also got Roost. I went for Hurricane on the second go, and it landed, and it dropped Koraidon like a stone, so that was awesome. I'm glad they didn't attack that turn there. So their last Pokemon on their team is going to be something the Sleepy, and it's Flutter Lane the Sleepy. So they haven't actually terrored yet, so I thought about this for a bit. So I've got Thunder and I've got Hurricane. I thought the best play would be to go for Thunder, because I have to get a Paralyze, really, to beat this matchup, because Flutter Mane is going to outspeed me, like, easy peasy. So we got a Terra Fairy here on Floodlane, and Thunder misses, which really sucks. I really need that to land on the first go. And here comes a Shadow Ball from Flutter Mane. I mean, Kilowattrel's a very, very fast Pokemon, too. This one was Timber nature, so it was very, very quick. So I'm going to go for Thunder this time. Thunder is going to land, and it does kind of unwhelming damage, and I get a Paralyze, which is huge. So I'm like, wow, if I get a Paralyze this turn, I'm still in the game. And I actually managed to get everything I needed on that turn. So I thought, okay, I'm going to lose the next turn. How about, I've got the speed here, I've got that control, so let's go for Roost. I might get lucky and have a Roost and then have full health on a Paralyze. And I did, I got exactly what I needed. So now we're sort of on even ground again. I could go for Hurricane. I was like, let's go for this. I'm going to try and get a Parafusion and some damage. It doesn't take it out, and there's another Paralyzed. I'm like, yes! Everything that could go wrong here started to go wrong. So I missed Thunder, right? And then they went for Fake Tears. I'm like, oh no, I have to land my attack this turn, so I'm done, right? So I'm going for Thunder. I got a competitive boost. I was like, wait, I don't need to go for Thunder. I can go for Terra Blast normal because I've now got a competitive boost, and that'll take it out. So that is going to be the end of the Flutter Lane there from the Terra Blast normal. I can't believe I won that battle. So what a crazy game. If you did enjoy that, make sure you hit a like there on the video, and let's get on to the second battle. Also, thanks to my opponent there for not rage quitting. At least they stayed in there after getting clapped by a Wattrel team. All right, next battle, battle number 2. I have no idea who this is either. Another random opponent, and we've got a Majana lead. So we got the Pokeball form. Now, this was a very, very sweaty team too. Like, they were coming in with the most competitive Pokemon. And what I did here is I swapped. So I thought, well, Wattrel's going to outspeed, and my Endeavor strategy is not going to work. So I probably should get hit by an attacking move and then go for Endeavor. So that way I won't waste one on Wattrel. So they've gone for a little Timmy Terra turn 1, like, and they brought their entire team as well. So, all right, obviously they just want to spam the A button. So they're going to go for Fleur Cannon, and that is going to be hitting very, very hard. Now, after our opponent or yourself uses Fleur Cannon, you actually get a drop in your special attack. But I know what they're doing. They're trying to work it along with Soul Hard. So I can go for Endeavor here. I outspeed Majana. It's not a very fast Pokemon, and they're going to go for another one, which is fine. So they could be actually choiced here. I don't know why you'd go for that move again, being on 1 health. Surely he could use a covering move. So my gut feeling is they definitely are choice. I'd say probably like choice specs, right? So that's the end of Wattrel, but not a bad start to the video. They're going to get a Soul Heart, but they're still at -3. So into Wattrel, I can go for Quick Attack because this was the one I swapped at before, and I can further make use of it down the line too. Because if I keep my Focus Ash retained, I can then use Endeavor again. So that is going to be the end of their Majana. Also the end of their Terra too, which is pretty good because they wasted that. So they really only took out a Wattrel, and that was it. So that wasn't a bad result. Next Pokemon is Zacian. They're throwing all the sweat at me today, but I've got Endeavor and Quick Attack like locked in here. So I know that I can beat Zacian. Or, at worst case scenario, I can at least make them swap on 1 health. So here comes a crunch on Wattrel. I don't think it mattered what move that Zacian used here. And I've got that Focus Sash now, and I've got Endeavor. So now they've got to make the choice whether they stay in. I predict that and go for Endeavor or go for Quick Attack. I decide to go for Quick Attack and take out the Zacian there. So that's Majana and Zacian down, which is good. Very, very good there. Wattrel is carrying some weight right now. All right, next Pokemon, we've got a Naughty Hackmon, and it's going to be a Lunala. Not a Lunala, Cresselia. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. All these moon things. I should tell you a moon pun. I'm trying to think of moon pun right now. Nothing's coming at the moment. So anyway, so I outspeed the Cresselia, and they're going to go for a Power Gem. So I'm like, Power Gem. That's interesting. I might be able to activate my weakness policy on my Killer Wattrel. Since it is max health, it's going to, be a lot more bulky. So I'm going to go into Killer Wattrel here. I've got Endure and I've got Tailwind. I thought, well, I should be able to live this. Let's go Tailwind. And I'll get my speed up first, and then Cresselia, I'll get wind power too, and then Cresselia can boost my stats for me, be a real power and do that. So here comes the Power Gem. pretty much exactly what damage I knew was going to happen there, except for a critical hit, of course. And I got a +2 in special attack and special attack. I can now go for an acrobatics and completely demolish this Lunala if I want. I mean, Supercell Slam, both are going to do that, but then they cancel the battle. I'm like, come on, you still had 4 Pokemon left. What a baby. Anyway, let's get on to the third battle. Imagine like quitting to a Wattrel evolution team. All right, this is a battle against Leeton, and man, this was a harsh matchup. This was a Wattrel team versus a Mudbray evolution team. So I'm thinking, man, this is going to be hard, right? Because these Pokemon, a lot of them have stamina. They're bulky. None of my electric moves are going to work against them. Not that I had like heaps of them, but they're not going to work at all. So this is going to be a Sandstorm Mudbray. Now my Endeavor combination has been countered. So I'm like, I guess I could go Brave Bird. That's my next attack, but it's probably going to have stamina, right? Or one of them is going to have stamina. So good damage there on the Mudbray. Mudbray, it was a counter set. I'm like, oh, come on. So that's the end of Wattrel. So that was a bad start. That was very bad. Plus, my Focus Sash on my second Wattrel is going to get countered too. So I don't really want to bring that in right now. So going into Killer Wattrel now, I've got this, I've got the special set and the physical set. So I thought I'll use the physical set first because it's not going to be as good in this matchup. So I've got acrobatics. So we'll go for that, and it would actually failed to take it out. And so it's got Endeavor as well. It's like, come on. So with the Endeavor and the Sandstorm, that's actually enough to take out Killer Wattrel. This is a disaster. So I was like, well, I have to use my Killer Wattrel here, right? I've got to use it. So this is a special Killer Wattrel. It is Terra Water. That's my only saving grace here. Let's go for a normal Terra Blast because I don't know whether I want to Terra that just yet. I want to see what happens. So I took a Mudbray out in a children's game of Pokemon. It's a good start, right? Now, the next one is I don't know what that means. Some kind of horse race. If someone knows what these references are, let me know. So I've got Terra Blast Water. That's going to be probably my best thing to go for here. I need this sand to go away too. Maybe if I can get that sand to go away, I could use my second Wattrel with Endeavor and Focus Sash. That's what I was hoping for anyway. It could be the GOAT at the end of the battle. So we've got that big water fountain on top of our head here. We're going to go for a Terra Blast Water. So it's a special attacking set, max special attack. And Mudbray, I'd say, it's probably got an Everlight. And it lived that pretty well. That's a 2-hit KO, plus it's got stamina too. This one's going to have Smackdown. That would have annihilated me if I didn't actually Terra. So now I'm not levitating anymore. Well, I'm not really, but we're going to go for a Terra Blast here on the Mudbray, and that's going to easily be enough to take it out. So it's a clean 2-hit KO. However, that's only the Mudbrays. We've still got the 2 Mudsdale in the back to deal with, and they're probably going to be as equally as bulky, right? All right, now we got, I don't even know how to read this name. We've got a Mudsdale. I'm swapping out into Killer Wattrel. I got a plan. I just got to execute it, right? So Wattrel's going to swap into this, and I've got Endeavor ready to go. That's going to be my plan. It's going to use Earth Spell. It's like, wow, I definitely didn't expect that. So we've got a special Mudsdale here. So I've got Endeavor, and I was like, well, I'm going to go for Tailwind here. Let's get Tailwind up. That's going to benefit my Pokemon. Not that I'm going to be outspread or anything, but I want to be on 1 health, yeah? So I've got that Wind Power. It's going to change the whole battle. And now it's going to go for Hyper Beam. It's firing a Hyper Beam right out of its ass, and I lived that on 1 health. So it's like, okay, this is good. I can go for Endeavor, and then I can follow it up real quick with a Quick Attack. So that's going to be awesome. And then the last Pokemon, I never know. I might be able to get an Endeavor off it as well. So Mudsdale got a Stamina boost, which is going to change everything. But then it had a berry. But it was a Potato Berry. I was like, oh, that's good, because I thought it might be like, a Citrus Berry, yeah? And that would have been bad, so I would have had to go for, like, Endeavor again. So I've got Air Slash, not Quick Attack, and Air Slash does not miss, thank goodness. So that's going to be the end of the Mudsdale. So there's one more Mudsdale left here, and I'm assuming it's going to be a physical one, because that was a special one, right? So we've got next Mudsdale. It's a golden color. I actually don't know whether I've done this team before. I've done a lot of evolution teams, but I don't know if I've done Mudsdale before. So now we've got a Terra. I was like, okay, this better not be something like Ghost, because that would be bad, right? And it's going to be ground. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. If it was Ghost, that would have been very, very bad. So Mudsdale is going to get outspeed by Wattrel. I put it on 1 health. It got a stamina boost. Once again, it's going to change everything. And now it's going to go for a Smackdown. So that is the end of Wattrel. My last Pokemon on my team, as you know, is Killer Wattrel. So I'm thinking like Mudsdale's moves. It's got nothing to outspeed me, even if it's something like, I'm trying to think, it was like from Crazy Choice Scarfs. I don't know. So anything's going to take it. I've got Terra Blast. I couldn't go for Addition Effect Thunder, and we're going to finish off the Mudsdale with a Terra Blast thing. Let's just go like Focus Band or something like that. That is the end of the horse theme. But things were looking very bad at the start there. I thought I was going to get like swept by a Mudbray, but I managed to claw that back with Killer Wattrel there in the end. GG, the Wattrel versus the Mudbray team. That was really, really cool. It was interesting, right? So we've got barrel number 4 here. This is a battle against Lover Boy, and we also have another 4v4 battle. We've got a couple of them today. This is actually a fairly long battle. So we've got a Mischievously, and we've got Wattrel here. Now, this Wattrel, I can't really do it much. I could go Tailwind Electro Ball. I was like, let's try that out. Mischievous is going to lock me in with Mean Look. So I say it might be some kind of Perish Song set. That's typically what they are. So we got that Tailwind anyway. So at least I can outspeed the... the Mischievous here. And also I've got Wind Power, so I can go for Electro Ball, and I can do some damage there. That's going to be my best thing. This is also Terra Ghost as well. So I thought, let's go for Air Sash for a little bit. Let's see if we get some flinches, and then I'll go for the Electro Ball. But I didn't get a flinch, and of course, it's got Perish Song. So at this stage, it might have Protect. I don't know. So it might be a good idea to try and get some more damage off. But once again, I don't know if it's got like Pain Split or Rest or anything like that. I wasn't 100% sure. So I went for Electro Ball. It didn't have Protect. And I was hoping this would do a little bit more damage, and it did. It was good. I had that ability, and I had that Tailwind up, which was nice. So I got confused here by Mischievous. I just hope I don't hit myself with confusion. That was the thing I was worried about, because we got like 2 turns. So I need to get some really, really big damage here. A crit would take it out, but I'm guessing like at this stage, even if I get some big damage, at least it won't be able to, be a threat later on. So go for Electro Ball again on Mischievous, and it did nothing, of course. So we got that Pain Split, and Pain Split is going to split the pain. That's the. Also, I believe I think I lost my Tailwind around here too. So yeah, I lost my Tailwind there. That is going to be the end of my Watcher, right? Because that's the Perish Song is ending on this turn. So I thought it could be a good idea to go for Endeavor here or Air Slash, depending on what they bring in. So they're going to bring in their Vileplume. I snap out of confusion here, and I managed to get an Electro Ball off. I was like, all right, well, that's still all right. At least I got some damage. I can always swap in my next one and go maybe Brave Bird. That could be a good idea, but maybe in hindsight, I could have gone for Endeavor there, but I wasn't 100% sure what they were going to bring in. You'll see the Pokemon that they had left. So we're going to do a swap into the second Wattrel. So we know we've got Mischievous left, which has Perish Song. So I need to make sure I feint that before I use it in the future. So I've got Endeavor. I don't think that's going to be worth it if it's got a status move. So I'm just going to go straight for the attacking move here and hope I can feint it. And I got very, very close. I was pretty happy with that damage. That was max attack. And it's going to use Toxic, like I thought. I knew it to go for a status move. So Wattrel is going to be Toxic here. I don't know, what do you think the middle evolution should be? Like, what you got Wattrel and Killer Wattrel. I reckon there should be one in the middle. Wattrel, Killer Wattrel. I'm trying to come up with a name. I'm trying to think of something like a pun with what? Is this kilowatt? Kilowatt and what? Amp. Well, I don't know, I'm trying to think what amp? What about what amp? That'd be cool. I'm not sure, but you tell me if you can think of like a Pokemon that would be like the middle stage of Wattrel and Killer Wattrel. So that's the end of Vileplume, and now we got a Typhlosion. So this is what I was talking about before with the Pokemon when I had the Electro Ball earlier on. So we got Wattrel here. I know that I'm going to probably get outspared. I just went for Brave Bird anyway, just in case. That's pretty much the only thing I can go for. And outspared, which is really cool. And I got some pretty good damage, half its health. So I was happy with that. So I was wondering what sort of set this would actually be. So it's going to have a berry, which is Citrus Berries. I was like, is this a bulky set? Like, what is this? So it's going to go for its signature move, Infernal Parade. And obviously I'm going to feint to that. I only had a bit of health left anyway. So that's the end of my 2 Wattrels, and I've got 2 Killer Wattrels left, which isn't all bad, So I could go into, I've got my special one or my physical one, and I thought, well, let's try the physical one out, right? I've got Tailwind. I'll see if I can set that up, and then I can, hopefully I can, maybe I might even be able to get a weakness policy. Who knows, right? Let's see what they're going to do. So I've got my Wind Power anyway. That's going to be helpful, and it's going to go for its signature move here again. I was a little bit worried about a burn though, so I was like, okay, well, I better just attack this thing. It's a 3-hit KO, yeah? So I've got Supercell Slam, which is going to land, and that's going to take it out, so that's nice. So the good combination there between my ability, which is, I've got the charge effect, basically. So with the Wind Power, the next electric move will get powered up there, as you got to see. But if you keep using it, say you keep using it, it's not going to get that initial boost. So, Misdreavus, we know what this set's going to be about. I've got Acrobatics and I've got, I wasn't sure if it had Protect here because I don't think, at this point, I believe I hadn't seen all of it. No, I don't think I've seen all of his moves. So, I went for Acrobatics and it's going to go for Perish Slam. Like, all right, well, that's fine. They're probably going to go for Mean Look the next turn, but I believe I can take them out the next turn, so that's not going to be too much of an issue at all for my Killer Wattrel. So I've got Supercell Slam and Endure. There's not much else I can do. I have to attack this thing. I could go Terra Flying, that would take it out, but at this stage I didn't want to waste it. So that's going to be then of Misdreavus, so that Perish Song is still going to be in effect, but now it won't be able to use Mean Look, so I can swap it out after. Last Pokemon is going to be Escu, and this has going to have its little Ice Face ability, so I need to break that Ice Face straight away. So I've got Supercell Slam and I've got Acrobatics. Both of them will do the job of breaking that. And then I've still got my other Killer Wattrel in the back. But they haven't Terra'd yet, so I'm not 100% sure, what exactly they're going to be. So go for Acrobatics, breaking that little pink face there. And we're good to go. However, the Escu is going to use Snowscape. So that's going to get its Ice Face back. So that little, that ice is going to grow on its face. Ready? Like, really watch this. It's going to go, look at that. It's pretty cool. So it's got its little pink face back there again. It's hiding behind its little ice block. So I've got one more turn here on the Perish Slam. Like, I probably need to break this. I could swap out. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sack it. I'm going to break the face, and then I'm going to swap Killer Wattrel and finish this off. That's going to be my plan, right? Because I think they want me to swap there, right? So that's one more turn left, and now they're going to go for Veil. So that's good, at least, that I broke their face. And then that doesn't sound very nice, but that's what it is, right? So my physical set probably wouldn't do much there. With Weakness Policy not getting activated, it really isn't that strong. So I was like, I'm going to bet this all on my special attacking one, and that also gets around Ice Face ability too, because it's a special attacking hit. So I've got Hurricane, I've got Terra Blast Water, and I've got Thunder, and I've got Roost too. So I do have a way of healing myself, and I am a little bit more bulky than they might expect too, having max health EV. So I've got Terra Water here. I thought Terra Water's going to be a good one. If they do have an ice move, at least it's not going to be super effective. It's going to be not very effective, and that should. I'm sure they've got an ice move. Like that would make sense. So we've both going to be tearing up Pokemon on this turn too. So it turned out Escu was Water too. So I'm like, oh, I could have gone for a Thunder, but of course I didn't know what it was going to be. Yeah. So we got a Terra Water there, and as you can see, Escu's hair, it's powerful, right? It holds up that entire, its entire little water fountain. I am working on that team with the funny Terra hats, but I'm trying to find some other ones. I've got about 3 I'm really happy with at the moment, but I'm still looking. But if you found any good ones, please, I did ask this a couple of days ago, I think, in my videos, but if you found any new ones or come across any, let me know there. I'm always looking out for some funny ones. So I'm going to go for Terra Blast Water. It's going to go for that, but mine does a lot more because I got a crit. But I'm not too concerned about that, even though I didn't get a crit, because I have Thunder, right? So that's going to do heaps. So now they're going to go for Headbutt. I was like, oh, it's a flinching set. But I didn't get Flinch there, and Thunder lands, and that is going to be the end of the immediate Penguin population. And that's it. That's also the end of the battle, too. End of battle number 4. And that is, we got 7 battles in this video. We've got a few more today. So I hope you're enjoying the longer videos here, people. Also, a little update with the videos. I should be getting my new computer part this coming Thursday. So should hopefully see some videos coming out a lot more often too. I mean, last few days have been good here too. All right, our next battle here, this is against Super Bowser. This is his theme team as well, his Wattrel theme that he suggested, and he wanted to have a battle against it. So we got a Sotodle team, an entire team of 6 Sotodle. So I'm going to go for Electro Ball. It did all right damage. It's probably Everlight, I'd say, from the damage there, and it's going to go for Water Pulse. So it seems to be some sort of like confusion set, like Everlight confusion set. So I thought, right, if I go for Tailwind here, get that speed up, and then I can go for Electro Ball afterwards, that will be enough to take it out. And I've also got Wind Power on this too, which is going to be handy. However, it had Avalanche, so that was very unfortunate. So Wattrel is going to get turned into an ice cream. So I've got 3 more Pokemon left, and this is bad, right? So I'm going to go to my Killer Wattrel here. I've got the Tailwind is up, which is good. Not that I have to really worry about getting outsped or anything, but I've got Supercell Slam. I thought maybe I could go for Endure and get a Weakness Policy up. That could be good, but I wasn't sure if one of these would have Ice Shard if I did that. I wasn't 100% sure, so like maybe one of them does, and I get my weakness policy up. I was like, that could be a way. So I went for Supercell Slam and took it out there. So I thought there's probably plenty of other opportunities that, you know, I could use to get my my weakness policy up rather than getting it up on, you know, 1 health there. So next Pokemon is Sotodle, as you might have guessed there, and I've got Supercell Slam and Acrobatics. I thought, well, I guess I could go for Supercell Slam again. That'll do all right damage. And, you know, see what happens from there. The only thing I was worried about, I might miss, you know. Some good damage there. It's a Powder Snow set. So Powder Snow is going to do a throbbing, 15% of my health and activate weakness policy. I think this is like a freezing set, because I've actually been frozen a few times by Powder Snow, believe it or not. So I've got my Acrobatics fully base powered here, so I'm going to take that out. So that's fine, but I don't know whether there's going to be other, like, there definitely has to be an Ice Shard one or a tanky one, right? So Sotodle, this is Sotodle number 4, and I bet you there's going to be a shiny one too. It's like black and orange. This is the team I actually haven't done. I haven't done a Sotodle and Titan team. I'm pretty sure that I haven't done that team. Anyway, so Acrobatics is going to drop Sotodle 4, so that's half their team gone too. We might be able to sweep this team, you know. So next Pokemon is Sotodle 5. Was that I think that might have been in a Quick Ball. It's hard to say. I think it was either a Great Ball or a Quick Ball. I couldn't see. Like, I just seen like the little bit of blue there. I don't know. I was thinking, should I go for Endure? Should I see what this going to use? I've got Acrobatics, and I mean, Acrobatics is obviously going to take the rest of the team out, but they haven't used the Terra yet. So I was thinking, it's got Sash or something, and I was like, yeah, one has to have a Focus Sash. I knew it eventually. So Sotodle's going to have a Focus Sash, and it's obviously going to use some kind of Ice move, and it's got Ice Spinner. And yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to live that, I thought, but I did live it, which is awesome. So those extra health EVs really, really saved me, but one had Ice Shard. So like, I knew one would have Ice Shard. I knew it. So that's the end of Kilowattrel. I guess like max health was kind of nice on that set. So next Pokemon is Wattrel. It does have a priority move too. So I've got Brave Bird. No, this is the Air Slash set. I get them mixed up. Oh, this is the Brave Bird. So I've got Quick Attack. Like, well, I can outspeed them with Quick Attack. That'll be nice. So that's the end of Sotodle. That's 4 Sotodles down, and there's 2 more left. And I was thinking too about a whale Pokemon team. I need you guys' help here, because I'm thinking about doing a whale team, right? So you got Wailmer, Wailord, Sotodle, and Titan. What other whales are there? What would there be? Like, can you think of a 5th or a 6th team member at all? I mean, I am going to do this team, but I was wondering if there was 6 Pokemon. For the life of me, I cannot think of another. Kyogre! That's 5! Do we have another whale? I guess Kyogre would be a whale. I'm pretty sure it is. It's definitely whale-like, but let me know if you can think of any more. I just thought of Kyogre. That was funny. I just thought of it on the spot. So we could do an upcoming whale team. You know, that'd be cool. We need some more whale Pokemon. I just can't. It's probably something it's really obvious that I can't think of. Anyway, Sotodle 6 is going to be Terra Ice, and it's pretty bulky, and it's got Terra Ice Spinner too. And that's definitely going to be able to take out my Wattrel, no worries. It already took some prior damage. So all I've got now is my Kilowattrel. This is my special Kilowattrel. And this is going to get hit pretty hard by an Ice type move. But as you know, this one's Terra Water. So they'll be able to outspeed and hopefully take it out. And then we've got there's one more left after that too, but I'm not really sure what Sotodle this one actually is. Well, the next one actually is. This is Terra Ice, and it's probably, I'd say it's max attack and max health or something like that too. Seems to be like a mixture of items. So I'm easily going to outspeed this. Even if it had like Ice Shard, it was going to do nothing. So Terra Blast would all take this out, and it took a fair bit of damage too. So we just have to take out the last little Sotodle. But yeah, I definitely haven't done a Sotodle and Titan team. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? So next Pokemon, the last Pokemon is Sotodle number 3, and I've got no idea what this set is going to be. Does it have a Focus Sash? Does it not? We don't know. I've got Terra Blast, Water, and Thunder. Both of them are going to do some pretty good damage. Plus, I've also got Roost as well if I have to, heal myself up. So I'm going to go for Thunder, and it missed. So that's a bit of a shame. Maybe I should go for Terra Blast, Water, and it's got Blizzard. So clearly, it cannot do anything to me at all. So Blizzard seems to be its very best attack they can do, unless I get frozen. So I went for Thunder again. I took it out anyway. Almost took it out, and Blizzard's going to miss. So that's the end of the battle. So Sotodle is the last Pokemon. I wonder why I didn't go for Terra Blast there. I'm not sure. I was trying to, that's right, I was trying to disrespect them with Hurricane. So I disrespected the Totodile with Totodile with some low accuracy moves there at the end. I was being a bit of a smart ass, but that's fine. So that is going to be it on battle number 5. We've got 2 more battles left on this video. Battle number 6 here. So we have a battle, I'm not sure my opponent's name, but they got that Mewtwo trainer card. Now, the first Pokemon's going to be Scream Tail, and we got, imagine if he had a tail and a Scream. So we got Wattrel, and this Wattrel, I'm thinking, you know, I might swap it out later on, because the Endeavor strat's not going to work so well. If I go into the other Wattrel, at least I can, you know, it can be put on 1 health, and then I can go for Endeavor. So it's going to be a physical set. It's going to use Play Rough, putting me on 1 health, which is perfectly fine. I can go for Endeavor, then bring in my next Wattrel to feint it. So I'm going to go for Endeavor, hoping it doesn't have any berries or anything. And I was low-key hoping for Play Rough to miss, but it did. But that would have been pretty lucky. So that's the end of Wattrel. Not the greatest of starts there. Usually I'd like to get rid of a Pokemon with 1 Wattrel at least, but it never happened. So into Killer Wattrel here, I could use Acrobatics here. I thought I could do that, or I could go for Endure. I didn't think there was a lot that Scream Tail would be able to do to me in terms of super effective attacks. So they're going to conserve their Pokemon on 1 health, and they're going to bring in Kyurem. So I was like, oh no, this is very, very bad. So going for Acrobatics, it's going to do donkeys there. I was like, all right, this is my best chance here. If I go for Endure, we know they're going to use an Ice move, right? If I can get that going, I'll have to take this Kyurem. Like, Kyurem Black's going to be a huge, huge counter on my team. So they're going to unleash the Ice Beam there. I actually, obviously it was going to fake me there, even with max health. This thing hits very, very hard, even physical or special, right? It's pretty strong. So I've got that Terra option now, or I could go for Acrobatics. Like, it could be risky to go for Terra on 1 health. Very, very risky, because a priority move could take me out. But on the other hand, if I don't do some mega damage here, or take it out, or do some huge damage, I'm sunk either way. So I've got to go for that Terra on 1 HP. And it's also, when you go for Terra on 1 HP too, it also is a bit of a surprise for the opponent, because usually they don't expect you to do that. So we got that Terra Acrobatics flying, and that is going to be doing some big damage, taking it out. So that essentially has kept me in the game, which is good. But there's still more Pokemon to go, like some really, really good Pokemon. Now, the next Pokemon to come out here is going to be Rotom Wash. Now, they probably think they're fine here because of Acrobatics, but I've got Supercell Slam. And Supercell Slam is going to connect, and that's going to take out Rotom too. So that's excellent, right? So 2 really meta Pokemon down there, and 1 Pokemon on 1 HP. So I've got the advantage at the moment. Next Pokemon is going to be Dragonite. I know they're going to go for extreme speed, but I can't do anything about it, really. I could go for Endure, try and play some mind games here, but they might set up Dragonance, and it could be very risky. So I thought, I'm going to have to let I might have to let Wattrel take out Dragonite. I'm going to have to leave it all up to Wattrel to try and take out Dragonite, yeah? So that's the end of Killer Wattrel. Look, there wasn't much I could do there, really. Another Pokemon would have taken some damage. Either way, I would have taken some bad damage. So into Wattrel now. I've got Endeavor. At least I can take Dragonite down to 1 health and get rid of its multi-scale. Plus, I've got Quick Attack too, so I will be able to outspeed it. So I went first. I was expecting maybe them to outspeed me, but they didn't. And then they had Outrage, which is kind of bad there, so I would have preferred them to go first, so that's unfortunate. Now I've got to go for Endeavor myself. I could try and go for Protect to hit themselves with Confusion, but you know, there's too much like riding on taking this out, so I have to go for Endeavor and try and hope that Killer Wattrel can clean up the rest of the team, which could be possible, you know. So Dragonite, lucky enough, is confused, so I might get lucky here and it hits itself with Confusion and take no damage at all, but I don't know about that. If I could go for a Roost, I could go for a Terra Blast. I decided to go for the Terra Blast here. So Dragonite is going to be confused here, and it hits itself with Confusion. It's like, good, finally some good luck. That's awesome. So really, when you essentially look at it, I've almost taken out 4 Pokemon. There's Scream Tail is on 1 HP, right? And they've got one other Pokemon left that's they've got a Virizion left. So I know that's not going to come in because of it's 4 times weak. So Mewtwo's the last obstacle to get around here, and I win the battle. Thunder misses, and they get a Side Strike off. I'm like, no, that would have been so good. I lived it, and I was like, okay, well, 2 Thunders definitely would have taken out Mewtwo here, definitely. So I went for the second one, and of course, it missed too. So the opponent got a win handed to them on a silver platter there. I would have definitely won that battle. There's absolutely nothing they could have done. Like, Screamtail was done, and Virizion, I felt like I would have handled that. So that's the end of the battle. It was a salty finish there. I did everything I could possibly could. I just got bad luck. They were lucky. Let's get on to battle number 7. This is a battle against Molotov, and we got an interesting battle here because this was a mirror matchup. So we have 2 Wattrels versus 2 Killer Wattrels, but this is a salty battle, right? So as you know, with Wattrel and Killer Wattrel, they've got wind power, and they've got Volt Absorb, and they've got competitive. So Volt Absorb is going to be a really strong ability, like, to try and counter this team. So this is a Wattrel with charge, and it seems to be like a bulky set. Not that my Wattrel is, you know, the most powerful Pokemon out there. And Swift's doing a lot of damage. So I went for Brave Bird. I was just trying to get some damage here, because I had virtually nothing to do to this Pokemon. I think I had Endeavor. That was about it. And Swift is going to take my first Wattrel out. So that wasn't really appropriate there for Wattrel. He got countered hard by that bulky set. So next one is going to be Wattrel number 2. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll try and take this out. Now, on my team, I didn't really build any, like, super tank. I normally like to build Everlight sets, but I tried to go, like, hyper offensive with these Wattrels because it worked better against people that are bringing highly competitive, sweaty teams, right? It actually worked a lot better with Endeavor. So this one's got Volt Absorb as well. We found out what ability it was, and yeah, it wasn't a lot I could really do to this one with these Wattrels. I think I had... What did I have on this second one? I had Air Slash. That's also, it was completely countering this. So I was like, okay, maybe I can get some flinches here. So I'm going for all the Air Slashes you could possibly ever want here. And this thing was just setting up charges. Like, there was not much I could do. Now, my other Wattrel was a special attacking set. And my other physical one, as you know, was a physical attacking set, but its 2 moves were also electric and flying. So both of them were not going to be very effective. So this Wattrel was countering me so hard. And I think I had 1 Volt. I swear I had 1 Volt Absorb set. The Volt Absorb set was the Quick Attack and Endeavor set. So with Brave Bird. So that set it, that set it already gone. So I'm trying to get some wind power here, which is, going to change the entire battle. And we're both setting up tailwinds here. This part went for a very long time. I believe this Wattrel had about, in the end, I think it had about 4 or 5 charges up. It was nearly max special defense too. Like, it was very hard to get around. I was really hoping for a crit there too. So I'm continuously going for the Air Slash here, chipping away, doing like 1 damage, and Swift is going to take my second Wattrel out. So I'm like, all right, well, we got to take this Wattrel out, right? We can't lose to a Wattrel. So we're going to go into Killer Wattrel this time. This is the the physical one. So as you can see, even Acrobatics didn't take it out, and it's going to have Roost too. It's like, oh my goodness. So I'm getting fucking counters so hard at the moment, right? So my, I can't, it's not like I can activate weakness policy. So I swapped out my Killer Wattrel and went into my other one, right? So like, okay, well, let's try and get some damage here. I could try and go for, like, Terra Water. That's my strongest move. But, Thunder's not going to work. I've got Roost, too, so I guess I can stall. I could potentially stall them out, too, because they've got a very stally set. So I decided to go for Terra Blast, and Terra Blast obviously is going to do nothing. So at this point, I'm kind of forced to go for a Terra, because half of my moves are all my electric moves are not going to work, and all the other ones are flying. So this team was heavily countered by Volt Absorb, and opposing Pokemon are the same. Imagine if it was a Killer Wattrel, that would have been even worse. So I hadn't even got to the Killer Wattrels there. So I'm going for Terra Blast Water here, hoping for a crit that I can get around this thing, and it's doing nothing. It really is doing nothing. So I guess the best thing is this Pokemon has only got Swift, so that's like, looks like a 6-hit KO or something like that. So 1 more Terra Blast might take it out. It's going to be very close. So, like, all right, I know they're going to go for a Roost this turn. Let's go for Terra Blast and take it out, and it did. So finally, I took a Wattrel out. I believe that took me nearly 10 minutes to take a Wattrel out. So only up in my channel. So next Pokemon, we got a Wattrel number 2. I'm like, oh man, not another one. And I was like, all right, let's go for Terra Blast Water. Let's see what this has got. Hope it's not bulky, right? And it's got a Focus Sash. I'm like, I bet you this is an Endeavor Quick Attack set. I bet you, right? Because it's only got a very small amount of moves, So there's the Endeavor and there's the Quick Attack. So in case I couldn't swap out there because I didn't want to take another Endeavor on the swap, so I had to leave my special Kilowattrel to die there. So Kilowattrel's my last Pokemon. I know they can go for a Quick Attack. I just went for Acrobatics there and took them out. So we've got 2 more Kilowattrels left. So that first Wattrel was really bad. So like, all right, I wonder what abilities this Kilowattrel's got. Does it have competitive? Does it have Volt Absorb? Does it have Wind Power? Like, what's it gonna have, right? So a good one too is Terra Water with Volt Absorb. That can, work rather nicely too. So it's Terra Dragon these nuts. So I'm gonna go for that Tailwind there. Hopefully I was hoping I can outspeed that, and obviously I did. So I got the Wind Power. I'm like, all right, let's do this, right? They're gonna go for Feather Dance. I'm like, are you serious? Another hyper counter to my set. So Acrobatics is going to be like a 27 hit KO. Actually, let's make that a 37 hit KO. So I was like, all right, well, we'll go for Supercell Slam. And of course, it's got Volt Absorb. I'm like, come on, I can't catch a break in this battle. And I use Supercell Slam and that Volt Absorb, and it actually causes you to crash. That's absolute bull. Anyway, so here comes a Terra Dragon these nuts, and that's it. You know what? We're just going to forget that this last battle ever happened. Just wipe it from your mind, all right? Hope you enjoyed today's video, people. I shall catch you next time. Peace out.